Shut up and sit down.
Yeah, there you go. We are live, mate. In the world of IT outages, we are live. Yes, folks.
Somehow.
Don't adjust your sets. This is us two. Despite CrowdStrike's best intentions, they couldn't stop us two pillocks from doing a frolic. Yes, folks. It's me, Festa 67's workshop, and him, the guru.
Hello.
Welcome to our fun-filled Friday frolicness and shenanigans. First things first, if you'd like to keep the content coming, consider patreon.com/Festa67's workshop, or join the channel by clicking the join button below, or any of my other content. That gives you access to the Zoom 24/7 off-air hangout, where you can go and meet the rest of the groovy gang. Or you can click the $ right down the bottom corner of the YouTube chat there, and that will put your chat in the chat window there in a nice big glowy box, and you get a bit of on-screen air guitar for your trouble, all going in a big pot, and it helping me save up to get a 3D printer. There you go, folks. So there. Anyway, let's have a quick looky-kins at the chat whilst I'm there. Quinn Stars Scale Models, welcome to Festa's followers. Thank you very much, mate, for joining.
Yay.
You'll notice now when you type Quinn Star that your name is in blue and you've got a spanner, because any members get to be a moderator on my channel. There you go, folks. The Gnu's in saying hello. Marcus is in. Good evening, good morning. Cole Fox and all in chat. Hello, Marcus. Hope you're doing all right, mate. Love to you and the family, mate. Flo Hello is in, says evening all. Hope you're doing well. We are, mate. Although we might be a bit moist. There you go. There is an echo. Marcus is putting in his emojis, giving it the old three Marcuses there. There's a fault. Three Marcuses. Oh, my God. Would that be the Marcus brothers? See what I did?
I think it's more of a conglomerate by that point.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Moving on. JC Bricks and Builds is in. Evening, morning, Colin Fox, and all in chat. Festa and Fox Hugs. Hello, mate. Hope you're doing all right. Lord PJ of Lewis is in. Evening, morning, Colin Fox. Everyone in chat. Wow, my sweat is sweating. It smells good though. Oh dear. Ooh.
Your sweat smells good. That's there's something not right there.
Yeah, why have I got the Old Spice music going in yet now? Everyone said hello to Marcus and PJ. Floella's saying hi to Andy. Hello, Andy. Bill's in. I'm part of the groovy gang then. Nice to know. Absolutely.
Hey, Bill.
And Underdog Painting is in. Hello, Bazza. How you doing, mate? Lovely to see you in Geese. Long time no see.
For a while. Yeah.
Hope you're keeping well, mate. Bill says hi to PJ. Lynn Dipple is in. Sneaks in. Hi, Colin Fox. Everyone else. James PJ Marcus, Quinn Stars, Chaos, LWM hugs, and sneaks back out again. And everyone's dishing out the hugs to Lynn. Hello, Lynn. Lovely to see you back in, love. It's been a while. I know what you've been going through, darling. And we send in love and hugs, darling.
Yep.
Talking of love and hugs, how's my mum?
Mama Wolf is fine. She's sat downstairs with her iPad and half a Subway sticking out of a gob.
Oh, is she? So she's on form, is she?
She's sucking on a turkey salad Subway, so she's quite happy, thank you.
Bless her. Bless her.
We got some non-alcoholic Guinness earlier, so I get to have half a can of that, and she was quite happy.
My mum still drinks a can of stout every 2 days.
Yep.
How was that done?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Gives her energy, says. Keeps her iron up. And, you know, must be something in it, because she's still pretty sprightly.
Yeah. And the thing is, you get to that age, you're not going to say no to them, are you?
Oh, no.
I'm not going to say no to Mama Wolf. She's 85. She gets what she wants.
Yeah, even getting the look off of a lady of that age is still enough, isn't it? The mum's there.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
It's bad enough the bloke getting a look off a woman, but off a lady of a certain age, you're like, I'm just shutting.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, mate.
How's my mum?
She's all right, mate. Yeah. She's suitably chilled. Bemoaning the heat.
Yep.
As only a mum can.
Of course.
You know, so she's pretty much saying it's a bit hot and it's a bit too much for her.
See, I thought, like, when you get to, like, millions of years old, like our parents and stuff, that it was always cold because you're old and you don't feel the warmth.
Yeah.
Because, like, Mama Wolf today was like, it's not hot, it's kind of cool. I'm
Yeah,
like,
nah, she's pretty hot and bothered, bless her.
oh.
So, like, you know, we said plenty of windows open, make sure you're hydrated.
Yep.
Because she's type 1, Mum, so we've got to be...
Yeah.
like I say, she gets a nurse that goes in and does her work for her every day, gives her insulin, so...
Cool.
But you try telling a woman at that age that she needs to keep an eye on herself.
Yeah. Don't you tell me what to do. I've been doing it
You
long
got
enough.
it.
Yeah.
You've got it perfectly, mate.
It's like me and you were saying just before we went live. It's like Mama Wolf is at this point where it's like she just ignores anything that suggests she's old.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you have to let me walk behind you on the stairs, Mama Wolf. No, you don't.
Yeah. They're like, why you keep following me around? It's like, oh, really? Yeah.
And of course, hello to Auntie Winnie. To me, Auntie Winnie.
Yes. If you're watching Win, I hope you're behaving yourself.
Apparently, Auntie Winnie does like to watch. I've got a clue who I am.
Yeah.
She's my Auntie Winnie now, so.
Yeah, she's your step on, isn't she?
Yeah, she's my step auntie now.
Be careful what you wish for. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
If ever you misbehave, I'll threaten you with a visit from Winnie.
Oh, yeah. It's all right whenever... when I say, like, if I have to say, like, tell Mama Wolf something that you've done,
yeah,
she'll be like, I'll grass him up to Auntie Winnie.
Oh, yeah.
So if Mama Wolf knows now.
Yeah, that's the ultimate now, mate. Being grassed up the Winnie.
Oh, yeah.
What we got going on there?
I forgot to get water for me green stuff.
Oh, dear. What are you like?
Well, I kind of just decided to do some filling, so I shall get some in a second.
Yeah, I've got Devil's Metal that I'm trimming and getting ready. Whether or not I actually fit any of it is another matter, but
wait, so people are going to be watching us doing our two worst things, filling and doing Devil's Metal.
Yeah, pretty much, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I might fit it, I might not. I'm just dry fitting everything first just to make sure that my own curse of Devil's Metal hasn't struck, because I don't like the stuff.
No, you do not.
To be honest with you, I think it's an absolute unnecessary part of the hobby.
Just so you can do your introduction, Jeff Candygram from Mongo is in.
Oh, our very own model making community's own Carl Sagan is in. There you go.
The beauty of a living thing is not the atoms that go into it, but the way those atoms are put together.
There you go.
Distilled over 4 billion years of biological evolution. There you go.
Happy days, happy days. Hope you're keeping well, Jeff.
Yeah.
The legend. The legend. That is Jeff.
I'll tell you what, I've got my fan on, right? And with these headphones on, my fan sounds like distant traffic, which I find a really relaxing sound.
Oh, right.
So it's actually quite chill. It's like,
Oh, nice one.
I like the sound of distant traffic. It's like white noise.
Yeah, it's quite soothing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got that.
I shall leave that to sit for a few minutes.
Got all of that.
Water. In fact, I'll just get some water from my actual bottle of water.
Yeah, why not?
So I don't have to go off my back. Oh, hang on. Let me get a pipette.
Carrying on with sub-assemblies, because that is microscope.
You're a microscope.
Yeah. Do that.
Jeff says, hoping for lower temperatures and cool breezes your way very soon, PJ.
Yeah, it's supposed to be overnight. We're supposed to get thunderstorms down here in the early hours of the morning, so...
we're supposed to be back to normal tomorrow, basically.
Yeah, the missus is saying, yeah, hopefully it thunders now, she says, because
It would be nice.
she looks like she's been gunned down by Elmer Fudd at the moment. She don't do the heat very well, my missus. Exacerbates her.
It's just today. I think we're getting rain tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, so let's pop that back up there, because I want to do that under the microscope tomorrow. I'll do that.
Underneath the
Right. Have a look at what we got. We've done those. So let's see whether they can go in. Where are they? One there. One there. That's all the wheels. Should be able to get the, pardon me, axles in as well.
It's my bag. You need wheels.
Absolutely. You need all the wheels. So many wheels.
If you want to get ahead, get a wheels.
Absolutely. Some of that.
Has everyone had a good week? I hope everyone's had a jolly week this week. What have you all been up to? Anything
Absolutely.
interesting?
Don't forget as well, folks, bench, belly, beverage and biscuits.
Mm-hmm. What's yours then, Festa?
Yes, Bill, totally shameless plug. If you want to see one of their microscopes up close, there's a video on my channel. Nice plug there, mate. I've actually got one myself, mate. I've had one for a couple of years, and yes, they are good, folks. And if you really want a super plug, go and have a look at my website, and you'll see what they are in my Amazon store, folks. Yes, there you go.
I keep meaning to get one.
Yeah. So, yeah, they are really, really good. There you go. So if we can put them on. Like I said, it's good to see you, Lynn. It's always good to see Lynn.
Absolutely.
PJ says, yeah, this is the UK. He said the weather can change at any time. Yeah, 4 seasons in one day we get here. Yeah, it's, yeah.
I, for one, have no problem with a slightly cool and damp summer.
No.
I'm not a creature of hot weather at all. I never have been. I'm half Scottish, half Irish. I like it to be cold and damp.
Mildly moist.
Yeah, well, not upon me, but around me. But yes, I'm more than happy for it not to be like hot, sweaty summer.
Yeah.
Always been that way. I like it to be nice, but not so much that it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly. It gets too stifling, that's it. It's like, yeah, no longer fun, is it?
No, I mean, I sweat at the drop of a hat, so it's not good.
An image I can't undo now. Sweaty fox.
Ew. Sweaty fox, sweaty fox. It's one of those things that leaves you wondering how you manage without it, says Bill, but I'm not sure what we're talking about. Oh, the microscope.
The microscope, yeah. Absolutely, mate. I thoroughly love mine. So, yeah.
Yes, I keep meaning to get one.
So, yeah.
It's got that little, it's good 1080p, isn't it? It's quite a good 1080p camera on it.
Oh, yeah.
Which is handy.
Comes in handy when you're doing detail painting as well.
Oh, yeah. Eyes. I don't do eyes, but if I did, I guarantee I'd be using it for that. What's your bench and belly today anyway then, dude?
Friday, fish and chips, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Bench, obviously, tiger tank.
Tiger tank.
Cup of tea and some orange. No biscuits for me.
This is all correct. For me, belly was Subway because it's hot. Mama Wolf always likes Subway when it's hot. And she gets what she wants. Purely because I haven't got the nerve to say no. Bench is this thing. Beverage is water. Well, it was tea earlier on.
Yeah.
And biscuits is none at the moment. Not got any biscuits today.
No.
Not had any biscuits, I should say.
Yeah, I've not done biscuits in a long time.
Every now and then I'll get a hankering and I'll just have like half a pack of chocolate digestives in one go or something. But
Yeah.
and a glass of milk. Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, milk as well, it goes right through me. It's, yeah. I don't even have milk in tea, mate.
Yeah. It's funny, I used to be like, it has to be full fat milk or nothing.
Yeah.
But over the years, because of blood pressure and stuff, it's like, I need to eat less bad stuff. So I started just drinking like skimmed or semi-skimmed milk.
Yeah.
And I used to hate it. I'd be like, oh, it tastes like plastic. But now it's like, now I can't stomach full fat milk. It's like, oh, I can't take it now. It's horrible.
No, I used to have the lactose-free milk, but even that, so I just don't bother with it now.
Yeah.
I'm not missing anything.
I don't drink it very often. If I've had like a spicy kebab or a curry or something, I'll always have a glass of it before I go to bed just to help avoid acid. Which sometimes helps.
It's called getting old, mate.
Yeah, it's called acid reflux and oldness.
Falling apart, mate.
Yeah. It's just like what's his name in oh god, I forget it. I forgot the name of the series and the character.
Oh, well, there you go.
Just like Dean in Supernatural.
Yeah, that come loading.
Yeah, just like Dean in Supernatural when he suddenly becomes old.
I'll just nod. Yeah, that. And a bit of that. Yeah, it's been quite a quiet week here, really. Like I say, we did a couple of streams at the beginning of the week, didn't we? So,
yeah. Not been a lot going on.
No, it's been relatively a quiet week. Been doing me bikes that you can see in the background there, and they're nearly done. So a little bit more decaling, and I can put the finished panels on them because they're drying at the moment, or curing because they've been 2K'd. So once that goes off, I can then finish all three of them in one hit. Then job done.
In the little box and cabinet of curing or whatever.
Yeah, they're in my little curing booth just over there. So keeps all the dust and shenanigans off of it, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Because it is 2K, you know, anything sticks to that like the proverbial blanket, doesn't it? And
gotcha.
And just sit there cursing yourself for the rest of your existence, and it's like...
Especially if it's like some big doddy moth that comes in through the window.
Yeah.
I opened the window this morning and I've got like a mesh net in front of the window to keep bugs out.
Oh, yeah, like a fly screen, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just Velcroed in place. It's just like homemade kind of thing. And obviously last night when I closed the window, I hadn't noticed that at some point during the day, an enormous butterfly had flown in and landed on the mesh.
Yeah.
But in front of the window that closes from below. So it'd been sat there all night waiting to go out. I'm like, oh, sorry, mate.
Yeah.
It was very pretty. It was all orange.
Did it look at you and go, yeah, so you should be?
You let me out now.
Kit Bash Carnage is in. Says, hello, Padawan chat. Hope well. So's not. I've been popping stream much. Back working crazy hours. Need to fund the hobby somehow. Absolutely. Not a problem, my friend. It's always nice to see you, as you know. Yep. And don't stress over it. It's, you know, always lovely to see folks. But we are aware that, you know, there is real life.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you got to go out and earn a bit of coin. You go out and earn a bit of coin.
Yep. Nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. Now, I'm not going to have the bouncy suspension on this. So there's no point in me removing all the bits to make it movable because it's going to be static. So,
is that an option on that kit? You can do that, or?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you can have movable suspension just by cutting out the little tab that's there. If you knock that out, it then lets these move freely. But I'm not doing that option. I want it static because I'm not exactly going to be bouncing it around every 5 minutes. And the way I do these is I tend to put all the wheels and everything on, glue the tracks in place, and then slide the whole lot off as an assembly so that I've got the track with all the wheels attached to it and everything. And
oh, yeah. Makes sense.
Just makes it easier so I can weather them off the models. Just my personal preference in how I do it.
It makes perfect sense. It's one of those kind of logical, so logical that you'd struggle to think of it. How do I do this with the tracks? We'll glue all the wheels on that and then
just glue it all on, get all the sag in the right place and let it cure, and then just slide it all back off again.
We're men of a certain age. We never have the sag in the right place.
Exactly that, mate.
I'd love to have all the sag in the right place.
Unfortunately, many years ago.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, gravity is not our friend, mate.
Nope, it's our nemesis. Kitbash Carney says, just popped in to say hi, have a full dark commune, Warhammer 40k, unit to Kitbash and Warpsmith. Wish me luck, and all by tomorrow night. Haha.
Oh, bless you. Well, I hope it goes all right.
Yeah, and also says, what's up, Marcus, all is well. By the way, lads, project's looking nice. As always, love to see progress. Thank you.
Absolutely, mate. Okay, so that's how they going. So we'll have a bit of that. Have you some of that?
Have you a bit of that?
And like I say, mine's static suspension, so these are getting suitably adhered.
Mm-hmm. Have to point out to the viewers, this is the control section for the Orc vehicle, and it probably won't come out of camera. But he's got 3 control levers. One is like a bolt and a nut. One is a skull on a stick, and the one in the middle, we think it's like a beer pump you get in a pub. But if you were to paint it kind of skin coloured, it would look a lot different.
Yeah, it'd be a beer sword, wouldn't it?
Yes, to be some sort of device, perhaps. It's very rude for 40k. We thought Squigwidge was bad.
Yeah. Yeah, but Squigwidge is the stuff of nightmares, isn't it?
Yeah. I wonder if the person that designed this thought, I'll put it on and I bet I won't get away with it. It'll get censored out. Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, deep down we know they did.
Oh, yeah. Bill says, belly, Chinese, bench, 144th type 21 U-boat, a bevy, tea, bicky, none, but might have a cherry yogurt later. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Cherry yogurt, you say? There's lovely. I went all Welsh then. I don't know why.
No, nor do I.
Welsh. Vaguely Welsh. Okay, where's the... where's that bit gone? Oh, it's there. Spoon.
You going all special, are you?
Specialons. That.
Yeah.
That.
It's a tad warm, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not too bad. It's just like, really. We're not like Retro Rabbit James having to swim across the workshop to his desk.
Yeah, bless him.
But it was like 89% humidity or some crazy nonsense he had.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
So you got planned for the rest of the weekend, then, as little as possible?
It would have been, but Mama Wolf has got a load of people visiting next week. She's got a GP's coming on Monday for a visit.
Yeah.
And then some specialists from the hospital are coming to see her on Tuesday. So I've got to do all the hoovering and cleaning around the house over the weekend.
Oh, lammakins.
Because I've got to get the house looking nice. And as we are at the moment Cellar Spider Central. I've got a lot of cobwebs to dust away.
It's a bit like the Queen always thought that the world smelled of paint, didn't she? Because 10 foot in front of her was always someone freshly glossing something. So.
Oh, yeah. I've got this filling to do. Forgot about that. Duh.
I'm sure it'll be fine, dear.
I've just left it for. I've left it for a bit. You see, and it's gone a bit overgrown in the house.
Oh dear, how many years?
No, I normally do like the hoovering, say once a month or something, but I've just left it for a few months. And it's like, oh, I might regret that.
Yeah, you're going to have all kinds of cretins about, mate.
Yeah. So.
Good luck with that.
Oh yeah. But,
Kit Bash Carnage is put in a £2 super chat. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much for that.
very kind.
You'll be getting your on-screen air guitar imminently, mate. I don't know what the delay is between me and YouTube tonight. But, what else is going up? Retro Rabbit is in. Says hi, kids. Hello, Retro.
Yeah. I mentioned him.
Kit Bash says, see you all later. Keep it up. See you later, mate. And Donald Mackenzie's Belly is Cheese and Biscuits Bench, 35th Mechanical Workshop Diorama. Gets in.
Ooh. I mentioned James and he turned up.
Yeah, did we get any bellies and benches? Because I got Marcus, belly, ribeye, waffles, fries, shrooms, sauce, bench 25th Revell, repeater built, beverage, 18-year-old Glenn Morgangy, and plan for Sunday, not a lot. PJ's got cheese on toast because I couldn't be bothered. Bench, nothing, but planning a totally scratch-built project to be announced soon. I've got one of them, mate, a scratch-built project to do, so I'll wait until you do yours and I'll copy yours. Beverage, Green King IPA. There you go.
Ooh.
There you go.
Donald Mackenzie says, Belly, Cheese and Biscuits, Bench 135th Mechanical... Oh, you've done that one.
Yeah.
I've got these little gaps to fill around his legs, and it's going to be a pain, because it's just going to be a pain.
It's just going to be a pain, dear, is it?
It's just going to be a pain. I've got to sculpt them into fleshy bits, so I'll have to try and be as cunning as I can.
There you go.
Sausage. I made sausage.
100%.
Tool. I need my tool.
Yeah, of course.
There's my tool. Right.
So do go in. Can't do them either. So I'm going to have to do the Devil's Metal first.
No.
Oh, great.
No, no.
Well, it's not something you can do live, really. It's
No.
you're trying to pay attention to everything, and it's
Yeah, it's not something you can do without having your brain switched on, is it, really?
I need to focus on it, not be distracted because of my twitches. So he can stay out and now as I actually go through the ribbon. So killed that idea. Let's see whether there's actually anything I can build on this kit tonight. Let's have a look. Dun, 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 dun. I started those. They're done as a sub. That's a gearbox and levers, so I can sit and make that. Okay. Fold out your chair, Carl. There you go.
Oh, God, don't do that.
So we can at least do something. Yeah, so we want that. So we're going to be doing the exhausts as well. So we might as well knock that off of there. Build the whole back plate. Okay, 30, which is there. Yeah, try not to knock that flying cut. Tell you what, let's move that off of there. Shove it over there. There you go. Okie dokes. Them.
Plate. I like that word.
Who?
I like the word backplate.
Backplate.
Good word.
Yeah.
Good word.
It's a good word. Bit of that.
Quinn Star Scale Model says belly chicken tikka masala in weather like this. Bench Model Factory Hero 250 GTO bevy inches cider bicky none.
Oh, nice.
Marcus is off to bed and says take care all.
You take care, Marcus, mate. Lovely to see you as always, mate. And mine, there you go, mate. Yeah.
Bill says, what am I using to fill? It is just bog standard green stuff. Various different brands are available. It's just epoxy filler, basically. Is it epoxy green stuff?
Yeah, it's basically like a two-part.
Yeah.
Epoxy.
Games Workshop do one, but it's a bit overpriced. There's lots of other options available. I recommend the big rolls because they'll last you for years.
Well, I get the big rolls of it, and it's like, I have a pot to die for.
See, I didn't know they did them until I saw yours. I'm like, I'll be having some of them.
You kept saying, oh, dude, where'd you get them? Where'd you get them?
Your Amazon store.
Absolutely.
Funnily enough, I know this Amazon store. Where?
Yeah, and it's like, my love affair with Milliput.
Milliput.
Yeah, I have all the Milliput.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, spilled some water.
Right, okay, how much Milliput can one man get? Just get me to order it for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, green stuff isn't the best filler in the world, but for someone like me who absolutely hates doing filler, and I'll try everything I can to avoid it.
I don't get involved in that debate.
Well, yeah, I know, but for me personally, I find it much easier to use than, say, Milliput and other stuff. It's just stick it on and squish it down. So
it caused the whole world of pain the last time that discussion
did it
went on. Well, yeah, you was here.
I must have blanked it out.
No, I'm not going to say live.
No.
You know exactly what I'm on about.
I'm not very good at filling.
Really? I'd never have guessed.
Yeah, it's a bit like you with your Devil's Metal. It's only when I'm really backed into a corner.
Devil's Metal is one of them things I do when I'm totally isolated because I have to focus on it.
Yep.
Because how much super glue will end up on me, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like to give it my undivided attention. Which it deserves at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah. I'm always impressed by people that can just sculpt entire figures out of, various things like Milliput and green stuff and stuff. They can just make like a whole figure, and it's like, I don't even do that. I don't even know how you do that. I can barely fill a gap.
It's achievable.
Yeah. Oh, it is. I've seen it done. It's amazing.
Yeah. No.
It's just like
I sit there and I've made overcoats, jackets, trousers, hairstyles, hats. You know, it's just one of them. Put a beard on a figure if you want. It's like, yeah, I'll use a bit of that.
You'll have to teach me how to do these things.
Yeah, it's one of them. It's something I've always, I wouldn't say been good at doing, but it's just something I've always found I can do.
Yeah.
I know why. It just is.
Everybody has their own skill set.
Yeah. You know, it's a bit like the sculpting. It's just like, comes naturally, doesn't it? It's just like, yeah.
Yeah. Looking for it to come naturally then.
I actually find it really therapeutic because you just sit there beavering away to yourself.
Yeah.
It's good fun.
So far, the only thing I've actually sculpted from scratch is a poop bag.
Why am I not surprised?
And even that didn't come out very well, if you pardon the expression.
It's one of them. I always say to people, don't overthink it. Just let it come naturally.
Yeah.
It'll come good.
Sand this down a little bit when it's done. Getting these little silicone sculpting tools was an absolute godsend.
Oh, they're brilliant, aren't they?
Yeah.
Got the same little set in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So that's a bit of that. We then got the...
What I'll tend to do normally, if I've got something that needs filling, say on a vehicle, I won't bother. I'll just use plastic card to sculpt a piece of armour or an object on top of it, or something on top of it that hides the gap, because it's a lot less hassle. But on something like this, where you've got a gap around the leg, I can't really ignore that. So.
There you go. So I've got that to go on the end of there.
Plus, I bought this off Cy Reynolds, so I want to do a good job on it. Oops. Where does that go? That goes there.
Is it? Get that around the right way.
Modeling Chaos says, did post early but was missed, no need to apologise. Belly Mackie D's, 6 selects 18 nuggets, 2 large fries and a double bacon cheeseburger. Bench dinner.
I would have got round to raiding it, but I couldn't get a word in at the time, so I missed you. Sorry, geez.
Bevy, 2 large chocolate milkshakes.
Nice. Get in.
Just throw me under the bus there. Well deserved.
Not at all. I just couldn't get a word in, so I couldn't read it. So that's fine.
Bill says, thanks, Fox, for filling, in caps, me in on that. I see what you did there. PJ says, so you want to copy my proposed scratch build, do you, Colin? What are you, James in disguise?
Absolutely. Well, you did a Beetle just like Ringo with the same bullet holes and cracked glass in it. So I thought, well, if you can do it to me, I'll do it to you, James.
I like the way just James gets thrown under the bus, even though that conversation has nothing to do with it.
Absolutely. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yep.
See what I did there. Mind you, they say it's the finest form of flattery, so I am very flattered. Yep. Someone with your skills duplicating my work, mate, what more could a man want?
Mm-hmm. Royalties? I don't know. Does that mean we're throwing James under the bus for the internet breaking today as well?
Oh yeah, throw him under the bus for anything. Right, they have to be sanded. I'll do them tomorrow because I want to spend the whole stream sanding because
I like to sand it.
Yeah, that's not conducive to that. So let's get this plate done. Now I've got my own variant to do, haven't I?
Always a festive variant.
Yeah.
It's the right thing to do.
Pretty much that, isn't it? Let's have a look.
Having a fettle with my new PC in the last couple of days.
How's it going?
Happy. Well, I was amazed to find out it can actually run Cyberpunk with pretty much all the ray tracing on full whack.
Oh, there you go. Place for you, mate.
Only 1080p, but that's fine. I've only got a 1080p monitor.
Happy days. As long as you're happy, I'm happy.
I mean, I got it to do editing, but I've never had a computer before that could actually play the games of the era.
Bit of that. 55 and 27. Is that one? Where's 55? Come on. Oh, there it is there. Cool. Supposed to be round? Yeah, it is. That is a joining piece. Happy days. Okay. For a minute.
It's difficult to know when you're sculpting like organic stuff.
Yeah.
Whether they've blended the filler in to look so it will be invisible when you prime it, or whether you're going to have an edge it needs to be sanded. It's difficult to tell. There's a different colour. I'll give it a little sand later. I'm sure it'll be.
Yeah, but if in doubt, just give it a little go over. That's not going to hurt, is it?
No. I do. I have actually found, though, that when I'm doing this kind of stuff on organic bits,
Yeah.
I secretly kind of enjoy it.
You're made of organic bits.
Thank you. Because it kind of feels like my brain's kind of thinking, I'm doing grown-up model making.
Well, you go careful.
I know. My brain thinks I'm doing proper grown-up model making. I did this on a bit on one of my figures, and it was like, I'm dead grown up now.
I'm proud of you, soldier.
I went into John Motson mode. Yes, indeed. I did some filling today, and it was all grown up. Yes, indeed. Very much so, I fear.
Floella says, I heard them IT issues occurred just as Fox was downloading his entire collection of Specialist Gentlemen's videos. Bill says, CrowdStrike was wanting all the irony, a cybersecurity firm causing the worldwide crash. All the hackers took the day off. Yeah, but all of the, how can we say, rogue states are sitting there going, oh, look how easily we can bring the world to its knees.
Now we know who to bribe. What I was saying to Festa, really, what made me laugh was everybody's there blaming Microsoft left, right, and centre. It's like, it's not even their fault, dude.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with them.
Yeah, but if in doubt, blame Bill Gates. It's the fact they'll go, oh, Bill Gates this, Bill Gates that. How long ago did he leave Microsoft?
Yeah. That's like blaming something Apple does on Steve Wozniak. It's just like, really?
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that, so why blame Bill Gates? He doesn't work there anymore. He's not even part of it anymore.
He must be getting on now, Bill Gates.
Oh, God, yeah. Must be on, what, the second or third clone by now, I think?
Yeah, I can still remember the big hooray when Windows 95 came out.
Yeah. Do you remember all the antitrust
so
things?
Radical, wasn't it?
Oh, God, yeah, 95. The funny thing was that 95 was actually a good OS. I quite liked it. And then I got used to having XP at work. So when I had a computer here at home, I got my mate to build it, and he just happened to build it with XP. And it's like, you know what? XP's great for home use.
Yeah.
Put off Windows 7 as long as possible. I didn't even bother with Windows 8. That was the biggest flop ever, Windows 8.
Oh, I don't know. Windows Vista and ME.
Oh, I forgot about Vista. I forgot about Vista. Yeah, you might be right, actually. Yeah, ME, I can't remember, but Vista, yeah, that was...
yeah.
Was Vista the one that lasted about a year before they replaced it?
Yeah.
Was that yeah.
ME wasn't popular either. It was bish, mate.
Well, one of the first things when I got this computer on it with its Windows 11, one of the first things I did was download a pack so I can have all the Windows 10 sounds.
Yeah.
Because all the Windows 11 sounds are rubbish.
Yeah, this one I had on Windows 11, but I rolled it back. One next door's got Windows 11 on it still, but...
I think I would prefer Windows 10.
Yeah.
There are some baffling design decisions that were taken with Windows 11. Like, you know, you right-click on a file on the desktop or anywhere.
Yeah.
Right-click on something. And you have options like copy, paste, rename. They're under a second menu now, so you have to right-click and then do show more options.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's like... awful. Who decided that?
Someone who didn't want the user to have a good experience, mate.
Yeah, I read somewhere somebody says, yes, we designed it so that all the most popular uses will be on the first click. I'm like, what do you mean, like copy, paste, and rename, which are probably three of the most common. There, that didn't work, did it? Spoons.
Sounds like you're having a good wibble there, mate.
Just on a few of the little design decisions. Other than that, I'm having a fine time with it. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, not my favourite OS. That's why.
No.
Like I say, this got rolled back. Yeah.
If I could go back to 10, I would.
You can easily download it.
Yeah, true.
You could roll it. You could roll that system back quite easily.
This is indeed true.
But this one, once support goes, I should just make it a Linux rig. So I don't need to upgrade it.
No.
Not for what I do.
It does its job.
Yeah. You know, I don't need to keep up with the Joneses with motherboards and that. It's like, look, does it do what I need it to do? Yes.
Yeah.
It's that motto. If it ain't broke.
I remember the 6 floppy disks of Windows 3.1, says Bill.
I've got an old version of Access 2 that has got all the discs, floppy disks.
God, I've forgotten about Access.
Yeah.
We've still got a copy of Encarta in its box somewhere.
I've still got Netscape Navigator in its box.
Oh, man. Netscape Navigator.
And the big box with Windows 95 server, I think it was, or 98 server.
Yeah. Yeah. It does amuse me now when you get software, you go online to like download or buy some software.
Yeah.
And the photographs still show this like pretend big box.
Yeah.
Skeuomorphic design, these like big box designs.
Yeah, but that's how it used to arrive. Big box, big instruction book. Used to be an absolutely massive box, and inside was a big square of cardboard and just one CD stuck to it, or a couple of little tiny box of A discs, you know, floppy discs. But yeah.
You like buying games always in big boxes.
Back in the day, that's how it was.
Yeah.
Is that the back plate that I'm looking for?
Do you remember buying CD cases to put all your game CDs and things, or your software CDs in? Yeah.
Certainly do.
Yeah.
Certainly do, mate.
Yeah.
That's the internal divider, I think. Let's just double check. Yep, that is that one. So let's pop that up there.
And the days when you thought you were being hardcore if you could play a game at 640 by 480. Oh, man.
Right, B3. So yeah. That one. Yeah, but it's surprising how the technology changed just in that short time span, wasn't it?
Yep.
I mean, right up to the millennium, it was massive changes in home PC capabilities.
Yeah. Internet came in and...
Well, that was it. Internet gaming graphics cards. I mean, my first PC, you literally, you know, you got your modem card, you got your graphics card, and everything was separate, wasn't it? And you just fitted it yourself. And
yeah, having a separate modem card. I remember that.
56K fax modem.
Yeah. 1200 baud or 600 baud, whatever the baud rate was.
Yeah, soundboard. Yeah. Need to upgrade, got to get a soundboard.
Sound Blaster Pro.
Yeah. Then USB came in, didn't it? It was like, okay, that was the next big development.
And you'd be sitting there saying, oh, I wish I could afford a Voodoo graphics card, Voodoo GFX.
Yeah, 3D Blaster Banshee.
Oh, God, yeah. Those were the days. The days when you got your first non-CRT screen. I
can remember getting my first CD rewriter. It was SCSI. That's how antiquated it was. But
yeah. I had a Akai sampler that used SCSI for the CD drive.
Used to connect it up, you'd get the infamous code 28. It's like, really? Oh, what fun we had.
Did you ever experience having to stick a phone on a thing for dial-up.
Yeah.
I never did that.
Yeah, you had an ordinary phone, but you had the two rubber gels that you used to push the phone in.
Yeah, ka-plunk.
Yeah. Showing our age now, aren't we?
Oh, God, yeah.
I can still remember when floppy drives were floppy, the 5.5-inch ones. Do you remember them?
Yeah, I remember them.
I can remember when I first met H, she used to go into the server room with the big old plastic reels with the tape drives in. Do you remember them?
Absolutely.
So I always say, yeah, I'll give you a hand with that, love, carried it. It was in the big plastic cassette case thing. Load it up.
Daisy wheel printers.
Yeah.
Daisy wheel printers.
Do you remember the connectors on the end of the printers back then? Was it LPTs or whatever it was?
LPT1, but yeah, there was LPT1 and 2 on your computer, weren't they?
Yeah.
Serial ports and stuff.
A serial mouse.
Yeah.
Do you remember
PS2 mouse?
One of my first mice had the actual push buttons on it. It was just the two big spring-loaded buttons. Click, 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 click,
nice.
click.
That's going back. My first ever mouse was an Amiga mouse.
Oh, nice.
Which I had occasion to see one recently, and it's like, God, I've forgotten how primitive they were.
Yeah. It's fond memories, though, isn't it, at the end of the day? Because it was so revolutionary. I mean, probably people now wouldn't appreciate that.
No.
How revolutionary it was, especially when, like you say, you worked on computers and then suddenly you had one in your own house.
Yeah.
It was just so revolutionary.
Yeah, the first time I ever experienced someone with a computer in their house was one of my friends whose dad had a Commodore PET he brought back from work.
Yeah.
We were playing with it.
You know, I just loved it.
And it's hard to, it's hard for someone who was born in the 90s onwards. It's hard to appreciate that there was a time before there was even such a thing as a mouse.
Yeah.
That there was no such thing as a computer mouse. You've got your IBM PC and there was a keyboard. There you go. Job's done. It's weird to think that. I missed the turbo button on the front of the PC. It says Moving Shadow. Welcome, Moving Shadow.
Hello, mate.
Yeah, do you remember that? Turbo buttons.
Yes.
Somewhere I still have the installation CD DVDs for Windows 95 and 98. That says Skull Model of Chaos. Floella also says, I had a Voodoo 2 3DFX card and thought it was great. Even basic new cars now make the Voodoo look like a very poor option.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the one I've got is just, it's more powerful than, like, 10 times as powerful as just my original computer. This is amazing. Back in those days, you couldn't sneak onto the internet to look at dirty pictures because the modem noise would wake up the whole house. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. There's a man who speaks from experience.
Yeah. Have a look at your chat, buddy.
Sorry, mate. Oh, well, bless you. PJ's put a £10 super chat in. Some coinage might be a bit moist and slippy. Use them to a huge bag of ice creams or add them to the pre-D printer fund. It's all getting added to the fund at the moment, mate. Thank you very much for your kindness, Peach. Massively appreciated, mate. It really is. But yeah, it's all going on the 3D printer fund at the moment, all my extra coinage.
Yeah, for our secret mission to print the life-size Sally James.
Yeah.
Floella says, I work for a company building PCs, so used to get everything at trade price. Got an internal DVD rewritable player in '99 for £40. We were charging people $350 for them.
Yeah.
And Quinn Starscale Models often says, good night all, time for me to bail.
See you later, Quinn Stars. There you go. Thank you for coming in.
Take care. We all mocked tomorrow's world when they said home computers were coming, says Bill. True?
Yeah.
And Phil East is in and says evening all.
Hello, Phil.
Hello, Phil. Right, that's all the filling I needed to do, I think.
Absolutely.
A couple of bits. Probably look terrible with her prime it, so I might do a little bit of sanding when it's cured. just going to go and step away for a minute. I'll be back in a sec.
Oh, I'll put that back down then. Hold up. Yeah, go on. No worries. Let's read a bit of chat, actually. What's going on there? Everyone's saying hello to Phillies. Phillies is in. Hello, Phil. How you doing, mate? Phil's on about tomorrow's world. Yeah, I can remember some of the things that used to be on there. You thought, oh, yeah, in your dreams. And yet, like you say, here we are years later. Yeah. It's all very Dick Tracy, isn't it? You know, if someone had said to you, watching high-def videos on a mobile phone or communicating with an iWatch, you would have thought they was mad. And yet here we are, we're all doing it. It's massively different now than what it once was. And I love that. I love the technology improvements. I'm well into it. So, yeah, it's just nice. I find it really fascinating. But it makes you wonder where it's all going to go, doesn't it? You know, I kind of would love to be able to fast forward just to see where in 50 years technology has advanced to. Yeah, would be nice. Do that when his lordship comes back, because it means concentrating and not yattering. So I'll do that in a bit. I really lost my train of thought now. Yeah, Bill said, yeah, wouldn't it be good if they did a Tomorrow's World revisited and go right back to the beginning? See what floated and what sank. Can you remember the CD demonstration where he put the jab on it and everything, said it'll still play, and it didn't? I used to love their experiments that they did that actually went a bit wrong on air. And you'd sit there and go, yeah, that didn't work, did it? There's been quite a few of them. But, yeah, all part of the fun. Great TV shows, though, I must admit. What are they? That's M and O. Don't need them yet. Tell you what, let's put the model box to one side, because if I'm looking through that, I'm not doing anything. So kind of went away right at the wrong time there. Let's have a look, see what we can cut off and do. Right. B69, we'll get something done. It's one of them kits, you're backwards and forwards with screws, but if you cut everything off, you would end up losing track of what's what. So it's a little bit higgledy-piggledy tonight. What I wanted to do, I've not been able to do, because I really need to focus on it, and the microscope would come out for that anyway. So I'll do all my photo etch off air, and I shall film that. So,
I'm back.
You're back.
I'm back.
There you go. A bit of sanding. You think all right?
Yeah, it's fine. Just checking up on her. Making her a brew.
Oh, bless her.
Trying to keep her hydrated.
She's like, yeah, what do you want?
Yeah. Maggie Philbin, good God, there's this blast.
Yeah, Maggie Philbin. Yeah.
Maggie Philbin.
I can still remember Tomorrow's World with Raymond Baxter presenting it.
Yeah, and Rod something.
Yeah, the guy who went and did screen tests.
Yeah, Rod. Oh, what's his name? Rod something. He had the hair, the sculpted hair.
Yeah.
Raymond Baxter just had that voice, didn't he? It's like, oh.
Oh, he was proper presenter mode, wasn't he?
Yeah. This is I can't do him. I can't even begin to do. It's one impression I've always wanted to be able to do and never could.
Okay, things that you have got ambitions to do. Doing an impression of Raymond Baxter doesn't really spring to my mind.
It's just because he had such a fantastic voice. It's hard to explain. It's the voice of my childhood.
All of them out of there, Carl. Do it the easy way.
Does that kit have many, many sprues then?
An absolute load. I'll keep that clean. Yeah, because it's full interior, and
oh, of course it is. Yeah.
the thing is a lot of the sequences you can't go too far ahead because you've got to add bits before you add others. So I'm having to flip backwards and forwards doing sub assemblies, trying to keep a track of what I've done and what's left to do. And yeah, it's not the ideal choice to do on a live stream, this one, but hey, I made my choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some bits that you do need the microscope and and 23.
Loose track, nice punnage, says Floella.
It was, mate. It was. Wasn't intentional, but I'll take it.
Have it. Just take it. Was it Maggie Philbin that was married to Keith Chegwin in it, bizarrely?
Yes.
Strange. For some reason, it was just a very strange combination. I was like, really?
Yeah, because Sarah Green was married to Mike Smith, wasn't she?
Oh, that's right.
The late Mike Smith, yeah.
Sarah Green.
Blue Peter, wasn't it?
Yeah. I can see her face now in my mind.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Many a 14-year-old schoolboy used to avidly watch Blue Peter.
Mm-hmm.
I was a Magpie fan myself.
I was wondering how you were going to finish that sentence.
Yeah. Yeah, it was either Blue Peter or Magpie, wasn't it? And, it's like...
Yeah. I didn't like Blue Peter, and in the same way that I didn't like the Saturday type programs they had on the BBC.
Yeah.
I was always like, yeah, ITV's ones are always more anarchic and a bit more mature.
Yeah. BBC was too formal.
Yeah, it was like shirt and tie, whereas ITV was like
prefects used to watch Blue Peter while still in their school uniform, didn't they? You know.
Yeah, it was a bit Walter the Softy, wasn't it, Blue Peter? Really.
Yeah. It's like, oh my God. Yeah. The shame.
Yes. I was just downstairs making my water brew, and I had a very strong memory of going round to my friend's house, and he had an early IBM compatible PC, typical IBM desktop type thing.
Yeah.
386 probably, and he was playing Elite.
Oh wow.
And it was like my mind was blown. I'm like, wait, there's all stars and there's enemy ships, and wow. And it's like you look back on it today and it's terrible. It's like, it's like, wow, look at that, it's amazing.
I can remember playing Centipede and Missile Command in the arcades. It's like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
And the original Space Invaders.
Yep. On a cocktail table.
Yeah. Back in the days, retro gaming, wasn't it? It's like great fun.
Yeah. It always amuses me when I look at an old game nowadays. And I remember back to like when I first saw that game, and I'd be like, wow, these are like amazing graphics. Like the first time I saw Quake 2, I thought they were photorealistic.
Oh, right, yeah.
Of course, you look at Quake 2 nowadays and you're like, really? Really
yeah.
fun. But then, you know, hey, it was whatever, 1990 something. To me, it was the most amazing thing.
Back in the day, mate, it worked.
I was like, you shoot this thing and then the glow goes down the corridor with the bullets. Amazing. How is this even possible? It is the future.
It's witchcraft and tomfoolery, mate. That's what it was.
But then, like every year, something will come out and I'll be like, this is now photorealistic and the best thing ever. No, this is now... simple pleasures.
It was the simple pleasures back then, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what fun we had.
Oh, yeah. I always have like memories of Half-Life looking amazing the first time I ever played it when it came out, but you actually look back at it now, it doesn't hold up well.
Yeah, but at the time, that's what we had.
Yeah, it was amazing.
You know, and that's the key. You know, at the time, it was all cutting edge, mate.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to be of the generation that actually to have seen something emerge and develop.
Yeah.
Like there's so many things you're in life where you're already you arrive halfway through or something.
Yeah.
But this is one of those things. Like, I missed the moon landings.
Yeah.
But I got to experience the growth of like computers and home technology. It's amazing.
Yeah, I can remember watching moon programs and landings and that on the TV because it was still going to the mid-70s, and then I can remember the concept of the space shuttle being discussed, and then suddenly that was real, so we got to see all of that. And I think we've been blessed with what we've experienced in our lifetime technology-wise. Yeah, to be honest with you.
I remember being in primary school and the teacher saying, right, gather round, children. He probably said something a lot less friendly, but he said, gather round, children, for we are going to watch the television. And this was a very rare thing because never, ever, ever. They had the telly on the trolley kind of thing, but we'd never, ever seen it turned on. Not ever. Not ever. And he turned it on, and it was the first launch of the space shuttle. We were there watching it at school, and he was explaining it to us, and we were like, wow.
Dude, I can remember video cassette recorders. You can go out and record a TV program. Remote control tellies.
Oh, God, yeah, the first time we had a remote control on our TV was mind-blowing. First time we had a telly that didn't have wood panelling.
Sliding door.
Oh, yeah. Sliding door. I've still got somewhere a bunch of videotapes where I got my dad to record every episode of the History of the World.
Oh, right.
History of the World. It was some kids' cartoon, The History of the World According to Man or something, which I fervently got Dad to record every week because I was always at school. And I had occasion to be able to find it online, remember it, and watch it online, and I'm like, God, it's terrible. Why did I think this was even remotely good? It truly was awful. I was a kid, I didn't know.
Yeah, but that was the thing, you know, you think of the advances we've seen in our lifetime. I actually think we've been really blessed with what we've seen and experienced. I really do.
Yeah, oh, you're not wrong. Medical achievements, science.
Oh, it's just phenomenal, mate. It really is.
I mean...
go on, you carry on.
No, go on.
Nah, that's all right.
I was just going to say, it's like we kind of were there for the birth of things like radio telescope astronomy, which is only a few years before both of us. So now we've got the James Webb. What were you going to say?
I don't matter now. It's not important.
Oh, don't be like that.
Not at all. Not been like that. It's just, you know, not important. I've forgotten.
Okay.
Get over it.
I am.
Good.
Yeah, this is some amazing things. That's the way I get sad though, thinking about the things that I won't witness because I won't be around.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be some amazing stuff coming up that neither of us will get to see. A little bit sad sometimes when I think like that.
Yeah, but I can't live forever. You want to live forever? Because I certainly don't.
God,
no. No.
Only if I had the powers of Q, then I'd quite happily live forever.
No, it's hand off to the next generation, mate.
Yeah.
It's their problem then. Ah, good luck with that.
Oh, yeah.
We've got that to go up under there, so let's just make sure we line that up first. And one of them there. Way round did that one go? It's got the engine that one.
Yay, Stabity.
It wouldn't be you unless there was a Stabity.
Well, I've got a new blade, haven't I? I always cut myself when I get a new blade.
Yeah, cuts deeper, gets in.
Yeah, cuts deeper with less effort.
Floazer says, still got a Spectrum 3 disk drive version with 128k of memory. Should see if it still works. Absolutely, mate.
Did you ever get the printer? Spectrum printer. The printer like
yeah.
It was completely useless.
Yeah, it was about as much use as chocolate teapot, wasn't it?
Yep.
You'd come home from school, you would start loading the game, you'd go down, you'd have your dinner.
Yeah.
As you go up, and it was just about finishing, you know. It was like, yeah, hello, world.
And then you'd be like, oh, actually, I don't want to play that game now. I loaded the wrong game.
Yeah. It was like all of that, just for that. Do you remember doing Q Basic?
Oh, no, I don't know what that was. What was that?
That was very, very early coding software.
Oh, well, no, I never got into the code.
That's when I started learning coding. That was on Q Basic, which later be migrated into Visual Basic and J++ and C++ derivatives. And
I never got into that.
I used to like code.
That was my brother's domain. We got an Atari 400.
Yeah.
I played games and he got the assembler editor.
Yeah. I just wanted to know how they worked and how they were able to do what they did, you know, and the age-old thing where, oh, you can't do that, the program won't allow you. And it's like, well, someone sat and compiled the program, so surely you can get in and execute code to make it do what you want it to do, surely.
Yeah.
And that was it. That's what sparked my interest. So that's the direction I went.
Yeah, no, I was just a stupid kid playing games.
Yeah, it was fun.
My super glue didn't work.
Should have stuck with it, really, but one of them.
You can always go back.
Too old now, mate.
Nonsense.
Couldn't make a career now.
No, but you could make a hobby of it.
Yeah, still do. Still play with code. You know I do, because I do our dream.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you'd still do stuff.
Yeah, still code of sorts, but serious coding now. It's just a young man's game now. It's all changed since we did it. Have you a bit of that?
Super glue applied to the wound.
Oh, show us on the dolly where the horrible knife hit you. Let's remember to have a swig of tea in a sec. I've got to have a swig of tea.
Where was I?
There you go. So let's bung that on there and have a swig of tea. Oh, what's
the plaster on that thumb? It's a prophylactic.
Oh.
To prevent further stabity.
Panzer's in, saying hello. Hello, mate.
Panzer.
Nice to see you in. So's the Bobbins. Hello, Bobbins. Hope you're keeping well.
Welcome, welcome.
Philly said Cheggers woke me up after a night shift, farted about on the local racecourse filming It's a Knockout or something. Yeah. We used to get the multicoloured swap shop down here for their outdoor events and that. Do you remember Seaside Special? You remember that show?
I remember it. I don't remember anything about it, but I remember it.
Yeah, that used to be a thing as well. They used to always go out and about, and it's like, yeah.
Oh, I remember. I just remember my dad used to film. My dad used to work on something that didn't last very long on Granada, called The Pirate Ship or something. It's like a Saturday morning programme.
Oh, right, yeah.
Something to do with pirates. I don't think it lasted very long. It might have just been in the Granada region.
Yeah, a lot of the local stations like TVS and that, they all did their own Saturday attempts at shows, didn't they? And a lot of them really didn't work.
Yeah, they didn't really.
Were absolute biblical bish, weren't they? Let's be honest.
Oh, yeah. Panzer sent you belated birthday hugs.
Yeah, I read that, mate.
Oh, you did that one, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
You did. Crafting Budgie Mum and Natasha Sin says, good morning, Colin Fox and all in
Hello, Natasha. Lovely to see you again, darling. Hope you're keeping well, love. Pardon me. Can have that.
Oh, that was nice. I like the shape of that one. Oh, that was a pleasing shape.
Yeah.
Is it called something to do with pirates? I can't remember now. I think they filmed it in Liverpool in the docks.
Yeah, Albert Dock probably.
Yeah. I mean, he spent many years filming the doing Good Morning there. So.
Yeah. I think one of our local Saturday shows had Eddie Izzard in it, from what I remember.
All right.
Back in the day when he was a wee lad.
When he was a young shaver of a lad.
Yeah, a young whippersnapper. Always in a trilby hat back then he was.
Yep.
So, yeah. For the life of me, can't remember them. Was it Our Show? Something like that it was called.
It's not ringing a bell.
Yeah. Google's your friend, Carl.
Natasha says she's good. Hope we're all well. Yeah.
Yeah, we're fine and dandy, darling. It's Fox's fault still.
Hey, it's not my fault. It's James's fault. Come on now. You know that.
Nah, I just feel like blaming you tonight.
Yeah, but by default, it's James's fault.
The more you try to get out of it,
the more I succeed. Ha ha.
I'm from 77. Yeah, had Susan Tully, Nicholas Lyndhurst, Elvis Payne. God.
Who Elvis Payne was?
Yeah.
Tully.
But you used to get different actors and actresses presenting it back in the day. So, like Nicholas Lyndhurst, I think it was about 15 when he did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nicholas.
What was it called again?
Our Show.
Our Show.
Yeah.
I've thought that one up. I don't remember that one.
Yeah. Probably weren't in your TV region, mate.
Yeah, it might have been a Thames thing or a London weekend or something.
Back in the day. Get a shot of that.
A show based on pirates sounds like an election special, says Panzer.
Yeah, you're not far wrong there, Pans.
Yeah. I can't remember what it was called. It was something to do with... I can't remember now. I don't think it lasted very long at all. I don't know about it because my dad worked on it and we had a sticker in the window.
It's obviously that good because it's that memorable, mate.
Yeah. Well, it's like they tried their... He worked on a... They tried to do like an EastEnders killer soap opera and they called it Albion Market. And that
Albion Market died a death, didn't it?
Yeah, it just totally didn't last long at all. He worked on that as well.
I've got another one for you. Who remembers this classic? El Dorado.
Oh, I remember that.
El Dorado, what a great show, mate. Good old Marcus Chandy.
Hey, here's one for you. Do you remember Triangle?
Yeah, remember that, yeah.
Oh, that was terrible.
Do you remember Howard's, was it Howard's Way?
Howard's Way, yeah.
Yeah. And The Love Boat.
Oh, yeah. I can't burst out into song.
Yeah, please don't.
No. I would not.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's just I feel sorry for the viewers if they happen to listen.
Oh, no, I'd definitely be happy to make them suffer. Natasha says, finally finished the Lamborghini build that was a challenge and a half to do. Yeah,
nice one.
Was it called the Mersey Pirate? Yes, it was. Flo, it was called the Mersey Pirate, that's it. I knew it was something to do with pirates. I could be remembering it completely wrong, but I don't think it lasted very long. I think it was a Saturday morning show type thing. I think basically ITV and all the local regions just struggled after Tiswas to do anything interesting.
Yeah.
They really just couldn't come up with anything that wasn't Tiswas, basically.
Yeah, but Tiswas was unique, wasn't it?
Yeah, number 73 was good. That was like the runner-up to Tiswas.
Oh, yeah, Sandy Todsvik, wasn't it?
Yeah. Number 73. I remember that. The competition where you won like a golden loaf of bread or something.
Oh, yeah.
You had to make a sandwich every time you got an answer right.
Everyone used to be going, the dads would be going, where's Sally? Where's Sally? Where's Sally gone? Ain't the same without Sally.
This tea's rubbish. It's not got Sally in it.
Yeah, where's Sally gone? What's happened to Sally? I ain't Sally.
See, I was reading up about number 73 a year or so ago, and I've stopped myself again. I was amazed to find out that I didn't realise at the time there was actually an ongoing storyline to the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even realise at the time.
That one just escaped you here, did it?
Yeah, I was too busy just enjoying the programme, I think. Or I didn't remember there being a storyline, maybe. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah, it was pretty much going through every series, wasn't it? An ongoing story. Yeah.
Second stabity.
Oh dear, what you like?
Yes. I bring what the public want. They want me to suffer. I bring them my suffering. I begrudge them not.
I don't hear anyone complaining when you ain't stabity. So.
Yeah, but I don't know anyone complaining when I do stabity there.
There it is over there. Yeah, but you doing the stabity is, pretty much part of the course.
It is the order of things. It is the order of things. Where does that go? That goes hidden away in there. Get that I can live with.
Well,
it lasted 2 months and ended due to strikes, says Scale Modern Chaos. I think that might be...
Yeah, what was that? The show you're on about?
Yeah, the Mersey Pirate. I wonder if that was the big strike where my dad had to go and work in a factory for like 6 months. It's a big like TV and general workers union strike. And my dad was on strike, so he had to go and work in a factory for a bit. Hated it. And I'm like, I'm not surprised you're some like frilly foppish cameraman that just sits there twiddling the knob on your camera all day. Now,
well, I can remember the 3-day week and the power cuts.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Mum walking around with candles.
Oh yeah. That's from that point on. We always had candles in this house.
The big paraffin heater in the bedroom. The blue and white tin thing. Remember that?
We used to have an old vintage from somewhere, an oil lamp with the big curvy glass thing that stuck up with the
wind-up wick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much our bedroom stunk of paraffin through the 70s.
We were probably the last generation that had actually any daily use for things like oil lamps.
Single pane windows where you used to scrape the ice off the window in the morning.
Oh, God, yeah. You still see a few houses around here now that've got single. I mean, our kitchen window is not double glazed. We haven't got double glaze in every window in our house, but you still see houses around here that've got the original 1930s windows in them.
Oh yeah,
wow, they're not in good nick.
No,
I mean, our house is a bit of a pit,
bit of a time warp.
Well, I mean, basically, it was as it was. We moved in the late 60s.
Yeah,
my mum and dad weren't, full of money, so they had it done up a little bit in the mid 80s.
Yeah,
and they had partial double glazing and central heating put in, and a little bit of modernisation, but not much. So but that's been left now. That's how it is. So we're kind of stuck in 1985 at the minute.
Yeah.
So hey, it's a roof over your head.
That's how you got to look at it.
Yeah. Of course, all our wiring is still circa 1937.
Yeah.
Makes it interesting when you plug things in. Ooh.
Yeah, the old wire fuses in the electric meter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ripped all ours out in the 90s when we was about to buy the house so that it was all up to code. So.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully our electric meters are modern one. Not like it's like about 15 years old or something.
Yeah.
That was sorted out then. But
yeah, all the old wiring got ripped out, all the old Bakelite plug sockets and You know, the light switches and that all got ripped out. And
yeah. No, we were never able to afford all that. The funny thing is, right, we still have one working Bakelite switch in the house in the living room, and that's still the main light switch, is this old Bakelite switch on the wall.
Yeah.
And it's amazing, right, how that's still working after 90 years. Yeah, modern switches just fall apart after about 5 years.
Yeah, that's because they're designed to.
Yeah. It's Bakelite. You ain't going wrong with Bakelite.
Oh, no. The big old toggle.
Yeah.
Our old pantry used to have the Frankenstein switch. You remember that? The big pull-down thing, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The scissor switch, whatever it was.
Yeah. It was like, wow, it used to frighten the life out of me, that, because it used to spark when you used it, you know.
Oh, God, yeah. Well, we've got...
Yeah.
We had, when we had the central heating put in the mid-80s, they left the old immersion heater switch, Bakelite switch, on the side of the, the wall near the bathroom. So that's still there.
Yeah.
And every now and then, when Mama Wolf is walking past that switch, I'll just flip it. And she'll be like, don't do that. I'm like, it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
But it freaks her out. And I'm like, why does it freak you out? I don't know. It just does.
Yeah, it's just one of them, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's funny because when you flip it into the off position, it's not been painted over in that position. It's been sat on for like 40 years. Sat off for 40 years.
Yeah, I think Winnie's house is a bit like that, stuck in that era.
Florella says, yes, it was the ITV network strike in 79 that lasted about 3 months. Yeah, I remember that. Dad had to go and just get a factory job.
Back in the day, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Panzer says, the viewing public expects and demands Foxx to Captain Stabberty himself every stream.
Yeah, well said, Panzer.
I've done one and a little one that didn't come to much.
Totally agree, mate. At least he's right. He's got to.
Yeah, especially when I've just changed the blade. I always stab myself when I change the blade.
Yeah, it's an obligation.
It's the millstone around my neck that I gladly carry for your benefit.
Absolutely.
You'll have to make sacrifices, number one.
Exactly. That went well cold, didn't it? Should we do that again? Captain Twitchy strikes again. There you go. Let's get in there.
Bill says, shouts from Dad upstairs. Who left the pig in immersion on?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you left it on and it was like racking up the bill.
Yeah, go and turn the tank on.
Yeah, and it's like when you'd sit there, you'd be like, you put the immersion on when you go up because I go for a bath in a bit. And you'd have to wait like half an hour for it to boil up.
Do you remember the toilet where the system was about 25 foot up in the air?
You had a little pull chain down the side.
The big old ball on the end of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll tell you something, though. You never had a toilet blockage with one of them, did you?
That's true. And ours was the original 30s cast iron job as well.
Yeah.
And because I was too little, even if I stood in the toilet, I couldn't see into it. So to me, it was this dark, mysterious thing where all the cobwebs were. And even to this day, I have this like fear of opening a toilet seat, even a modern, just like lifting the lid off because of what I'll find inside. I don't know, it's an irrational fear, but I will not take the lid off our system on the toilet. Nope.
Not weird.
I know.
You are a strange man.
It was up in the corner where all the cobwebs were, and I didn't like it. Yeah, the old cast iron system. I can still see in my mind the big, it was a big solid rubber pull handle on a chain. Yeah. And it was that kind of hexagonal shape with a teardrop shape. I can still see it in my mind.
Oh, yeah, they were a beast of a thing, weren't they?
Oh, yeah. Things that were built to last and never fall apart. Don't get that nowadays.
Oh, no. Nowadays, mate, you've only got to look at something and it falls to bits.
Yeah.
What are we after next?
You can imagine the conversation in the 1930s. Does it come with a warranty? What do you want warranty for? It'll last you forever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah, warranty. Don't do such a thing.
Such thing does not exist, you crazy fool.
Like you say, nowadays, everything just falls apart instantly.
How you getting on with that, buddy?
All right, mate. Yeah, slowly but surely.
Oh, got sniffles.
Yeah, it's just little bits, baby steps.
It's a hobby of time taking.
It's the first full interior tank I've ever done, so...
Oh, is it? All right.
It's all new to me.
So you're taking your time with it and having fun.
Yeah, just doing all these sub-assemblies, and I shall go around, do all my ejector pin marks, get rid of all of them, and... Because this has got a clear section as well, so... You can either do it with a clear hole or you can do it without, but I'm going to do it clear, but partially clear. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be done with a slight twist.
Yeah. Thinking about it, I've never actually done a tank interior before.
No. Oh, there you go, mate. Go and grab one.
Yeah. I suddenly realised, the other ones I've done have always been like Tamiya tanks with no interiors. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just something different. Totally out of my ballpark, to be honest with you, but it's fun. It's a pain with the amount of bits you get, don't get me wrong, but once you start navigating it all, it's pretty straightforward stuff.
I can imagine there's definitely potential for parts fatigue.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, well, you end up, you get a bit like snow blindness. You know you're looking for a particular part, but you can't seem to find it.
Oh yeah, I hate that. That's like when you open like a folder on your computer and there's like 20 files in there, and you know it's one of 20, and you just go down it 5 times, you still don't see the thing that's there right front.
Yeah, and then it's the one right in front of you, and it's like
it's always the way. Or looking for a specific image in a folder full of images. And it's like, it's there.
Yeah, but I suppose that's, you have specialist images, don't you, mate?
Not them images. Prevert.
Okie dokie. So let's get those.
That folder's all properly catalogued alphabetically, so on there.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah. Right. What do we want? 36 and 37.
What does that sit on the back of? Yeah, nothing. Okay.
No worries, I'll stand up shortly. There's that. Okay, so that's okay. Pull back down because that was not. There.
Where's me? There it is.
H40, which is there. $60.
That sounded good.
Yeah, it was good, mate.
Did it feel good?
It did. It felt wonderful.
Excellent. Nothing better than a good.
Absolutely. That's that. Yeah, so that should do for that. So that's there for a minute. Go out your way. Loella says, cisterns don't worry me. I used to work in a pub. Once found a pair of boxers in one of the cisterns. After that, nothing would worry me. Okay.
It's a strange thing to find. Then again, in a pub, not that strange, I suppose.
Nothing surprises you in a pub, mate.
No.
Oh, yeah.
It's like when you find you see one shoe on the motorway. It's like, how does that...
Yeah.
How is that even a thing that happens? I don't understand that.
Yeah.
On the motorway. What?
I can always remember someone belting past us on the motorway with a roof rack on. And then a mile up the road, there they were going frantically across the carriageways trying to pick everything up that had fallen off the suitcase that had flown off their roof rack. Yeah, because
they hadn't done it properly.
Yeah, they were going one at a breakneck speed. So it was like, yeah, get what you reap there, mate.
Yeah. La 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 la.
Was proper funny. It's just one of them moments you're like, yeah.
Panzer says, I spy with my little eye the rear plate of a Tiger tank.
Oh, yes, because we know you're the world authority on armour, dear.
And Bill says, and every Nana had a crochet toilet roll cover. Yep.
Absolutely.
Always pink and white as well.
Mm.
Floella says, my parents have redone their house over the years, but the one thing they haven't upgraded is the heating system on the living room. It's the same system that was installed in 1967.
Oh, wow.
And Panzer says to Bill, you forgot to mention that every other Ford Capri had a pair of furry dice.
Yeah, every taxi had a beaded seat cover and a box of tissues on the back seat.
Yeah, ew. I can say with some deep pride that my Land Rover Series 3 had a pair of furry dice. On pink and black on the rearview mirror.
Mine had boxing gloves.
Yep. I felt it was appropriate.
Yeah. The infamous Cortina. It's funny when you think back some of the rock boxes that you used to drive round in.
Mm.
It's quite scary, isn't it, really, when you think about it?
Oh, one of my early Escorts that had the bonnet, the frame on the bonnet was rusted, so you had to lock the bonnet shut with garden wire.
Yeah.
Wrapped around the radiator. The grill on the front, sorry. I should have spotted that when I bought it, really. But, hey.
Oh, yeah, it's back in the days where you'd buy a car and the front end was a Mark V Cortina and the back end was a Mark IV.
Yeah.
Where they'd been cut and shut.
Yeah. What was in the middle? Anybody's guess.
Yeah. It was quite scary back then.
Mm.
I had the misfortune of buying a second-hand car from a slightly dubious dealer at the time. And that was a cut and shut. Luckily, he reimbursed me.
Oh, jolly good.
Because, yeah, it was like, yeah. I won't go any further into detail, but suffice to say, I got me money back.
Oh, yeah. Understood.
It was, yeah, you shouldn't do it, should you?
No.
I think that garage got done in the end. I think they did a Jaguar, and there might have been how can we say, a traffic accident involving said vehicle that didn't go too well.
Yeah, that's the thing. If the places that do things like that, once one of those cars gets spotted and picked up on, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Because they'll know where they got it from, and then you're knackered then, aren't you?
Yeah, rightly so as well. They deserve to get done for it because, you know, that's people's lives, isn't it?
Yeah, people's lives and livelihoods.
So, yeah. Happily now it's not a thing, but back then it was everywhere, wasn't it? Cut and shuts.
Oh yeah.
I think nowadays you've got such a modern database history of every single vehicle right from its inception. And I think that's a great idea because it puts buyers at ease, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it can still be done, but it's so much hard work for the criminals now that it's like...
Oh, yeah, you still get ringing operations, don't you, in that? Yeah. Where they're ringing motors, but
they're like the big boys. You don't get the little garage operators because they can't.
No, can't do it now, mate.
Can't do it anymore.
And rightly so. They shouldn't be able to do it, let's be honest.
No.
Something like that. Okay. Just double check the picture. Yeah. Ow, ow, ow.
I tried to do wacka wacka guitar and failed miserably.
Yeah, that really didn't work at all for you, did it, mate?
I started with the wrong mouth shape and it just went downhill from there.
Yeah, we don't want to worry about what shape your mouth is, mate, because, you know, that's, yeah. That's boom chicka wow wow moment, that is.
No, I still can't do it. No.
Yeah, quit whilst you're behind there.
Yes, I used to, in my music days, I used to have a great recording of somebody doing that sort of chicka wow guitar. It was great, but I never got a chance to use it anywhere because I could never get it to fit in anything. I should get this. I should get this in somewhere, and I never managed to make it fit.
No, I feel your pain. Well, apparently that goes in there. Okay.
It goes in there, like that, you see.
Somewhere like that. Happy days.
My desk always starts out nice and neat, and then by the end of it, it's just a pile of tools on one side.
I start out okay, then I end up strangling myself with my own headphone wire. I still don't figure out how that keeps happening, but it does. No matter how long I do it and how much I push it out of the way, I still end up with it coiled round my throat like a good one.
Yep.
So frustrating. But wireless headphones just, I
try really hard to keep nice little arrangements of tools, but it just doesn't work.
I don't work like that, mate.
I keep a little my cutters here and my sanders there. No, it's just a pile.
Okay.
I remember someone being on his bike with his wife, and then he didn't realise for 6 miles underlined that she'd slidden off when he did a wheelie, says Floella.
Yes.
I like the fact he underlined 6 miles.
Yes, I made it to the mustard pot from the interchange just up the way there on Mulford's Hill. So, yeah.
Still in the doghouse for that today.
Oh, yeah. Like I say, it was just purely I glanced up as I rode past the mustard pot, and it was... Oh.
Wait a minute.
Awkward.
Oh, I thought the weight distribution was a bit weird.
Yeah. And then you've got that lonely, slow ride back. Yeah.
Yeah, and did you have that kind of empty, cold feeling in the pit of your stomach?
I did. I knew it would haunt me for the rest of my days, mate.
It was like you wanted to get to her as quickly as possible and also as slowly as possible at the same time.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hey, be grateful. At least you didn't get all the way home before you figured it out.
Well, it was one of them, mate. It's like, yeah.
I take it there wasn't like a radio between the two of you to talk, so you wouldn't...
No, we weren't that advanced back then, mate.
Yeah.
No, we didn't have the Bluetooth crash helmets then, mate. That was 2 bikes further on.
Yeah. You still wouldn't have noticed even if you had that, I guess.
No, I wouldn't have noticed, mate. Oh, there's nothing of her. She's too thin. That's her fault.
I see.
Yeah, it's her fault. It's because she's too tiny.
Yeah.
And I'm sticking with it.
You watch this be the one show from this month that she watches.
That's all right, mate. She does. It's not a problem. You will go in. There or thereabouts.
Panzer says, Fox, piles of things on the bench is a good thing. Piles, on the other hand, not so much. Ew.
Ew.
Ew. TMI.
Okay. So that goes on there.
What?
No, I'm just giggling, mate. That's all.
You're a happy soul, aren't you?
I am. I'm in my own little world, mate. I'm happy.
Yeah. Little Festa world.
Yeah, it's a lovely place to be, mate. Believe you me.
To misquote Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Festa's brain, it's a magical place.
It is. It's a
It's
wonderful place.
It's funny that whenever anybody mentions Tahiti, I can't not say it's a magical place.
Okay.
You don't remember that from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
No. Not watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, I thought you'd watched it.
No.
Oh, it's... Yeah, well, I'll explain it then.
Yeah.
It's
one of those that lasted an episode. It was like, yeah.
I thought you'd watched it.
No. One episode. It's good enough. You've seen one episode, you've seen pretty much the whole lot.
I did. Oh, I've some bad news. I have now completed watching NCIS. I'm up to date.
Oh, good man.
So I have to wait each week for the new episode. But in my desperation, I thought I'll give NCIS Miami a go.
Oh dear.
15 minutes. I lasted.
Yeah, went well then.
Yeah, it's like I'm not gelling with any of these characters, and I've only been watching it 15 minutes, and I already don't like all of them. So yeah, it didn't last long. I'm bored already, and I've only been going 10 minutes. It's pretty bad when the episode starts with an F-35 crashing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bored.
Yeah, one of those, yeah, wish I hadn't have bothered with that moments, was it?
Yeah. It's sad because I was hoping it would be just as good as the other NCIS. And sadly, all the other series are on Paramount, so I can't watch them.
I thought you had Paramount because of Halo.
Yeah, but I watched it and then I did subscribe for a month.
Oh, right.
Just to watch Halo, so. So it's like, oh. I think that Paramount's got New Orleans and whatever the other one is. But, you know, Disney's got the important one.
Yeah, it's like spin-offs don't always work, do they?
Nah, they don't always replicate the magic. Like the New Orleans one, when Scott Bakula was in the normal episode, in the crossover episode. I love Scott Bakula, but yeah. I couldn't gel with his fake New Orleans accent. I'm like,
Oh, really? Was it Bish?
Yeah, well, because you know it's not his normal accent. He's not from the South, so it's like,
yeah,
it seems a bit. So, but I said I've not actually seen those. But it might be quite good. I don't know, but I've not seen them. So I have to wait each week now for each episode.
Oh, proud of you, soldier.
Like the old days.
Yeah, no, I got so far with it. I got as far as Gibbs going, and it was, yeah, it's not going to be the same now. So I stopped.
I can confirm it is good. It's not as good. Don't get me wrong. It's not Gibbs, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
But in the same way, when Abby left, I was inconsolable. But actually, I got to like Casey actually quite a lot in the end. So
you didn't think you'd get on with Ziva?
No, and I did. So I learned from my Ziva not liking this to just be patient. And in the end, I grew to like Parker.
Was he as good as he was in Thunderbirds? That's what I did.
That's brains. I got that wrong, didn't I?
You did, mate.
I totally screwed the pooch on that one. Never mind.
Yeah, you can have that because yeah. Right, so they'll go on at the end. That's drive fitted at the moment because I've got engine to go in at some point, but I want to just get an idea of how that's going to look because we've got clear top going on that and a clear turret. So Devil's Metal, do that off here. So we've done that. That's another sub-assembly.
Panzer says, okay, folks, back to time. Take care, all. Take care, Panzer.
Well, there you go, geese.
Beast says, never seen NCIS, just finished my annual watch of The Wire, so I might give it a try. There's 20 seasons of it. It's great.
I love The Wire. Oh, what a show.
I think I watched The Wire once, a long time ago. serious army black ops type stuff, isn't it, or something?
Yeah, no, it's police surveillance.
Oh. I'm thinking of something else then.
It's consistently voted one of the greatest TV shows of all time.
Ooh, is it British or American?
American.
What am I thinking of then? I'm thinking of
Don't know what you're thinking of, mate. But...
something that was like army stuff.
The Wire is legendary. I actually have The Wire on DVD box set because, yeah.
Ooh.
Even H likes The Wire. She's like, do like that one, she says. Don't understand a word of what they're saying, she says, but I do like it.
Do you think I would like The Wire?
Oh, you're fussy, yeah, but I think you would. You are notoriously fussy.
Yes. I have to gel with my ensemble cast. I don't gel with them.
You're a unique individual with unique tastes. That's all I'll say. In other words, there's no pleasing you.
Oh. Well, you said I like NCS, and I did.
Yeah, yeah, but that is a rare one that I actually got right, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, you never know.
Stranger things will happen.
Yes.
So that goes something like that. Okay, so we want both of those. We'll pick that up later when I go off air. Because I ain't going to be able to reach. I ain't going to be able to reach that.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, Subway burps.
Yeah, The Wire is, I think, one of the greatest, and it's considered one of the top TV shows ever made. So,
ooh, I mean, given that I didn't like things like 24, would The Wire be that kind of thing that I probably would enjoy?
I think you would enjoy. Just watch it. Fox is the easiest option, mate.
I'll give it a go. I'm on the hunt for something to watch that has lots of seasons while I eat my dinner.
Absolutely. Right, let's just line that up. So
Lynn says, Colin, are you standing up?
I will be in a minute, love, but we won't be going too late anyway, so...
Yeah.
I mean, it's, 5 minutes yet before I have to stand up. So we'll go to about 2:15, 2:30 at the latest. So.
Okay.
So we got that. So that's a flappage of the mud. So we got 2 of those. So they can go in their little home out of the way.
Always be aware where your flaps are at all times.
Exactly. There you go, bit of that. So that's another one. So we've got 2 of them. Like that. Okay, let's get my tub of part storage out, because I think we know that some of these will be ready to go in there, so I'm going to hang them off because I keep knocking them off so they can go on at a later time, I reckon, towards the end of the build, because they're only a click on part.
Ooh, I like that noise.
That's that. That's a pair of those.
Tiny frog.
That's mud flaps. Cool.
Get your mud flaps here.
What does that leave me then? That leaves me then. They're all going in once Devil's Metal goes in. So we can cut the rest of them off. And then be us. Let's get that out of the way. The rest of those, I'll cut them off whilst I'm stood up. See. Open that door. Cool air through. The word sauna springs to mind.
Yeah.
It's a bit warm, isn't it, mate?
It certainly is, Spud.
But
there's definitely a temperature.
We was determined to do a stream today.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
a little bit of warmth isn't going to stop us.
No, it's... We're made of stronger stuff than that, mate, ain't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
He says. Yeah, we are a pair of children, but...
Now, of course, if there was a union involved, we'd be out of the door like in 5 seconds. That's too warm. Too warm, union regs.
Oh dear, I remember my days as a shop steward. Oh,
yeah. Anything I could do to get a day off work, I'd take.
One of the worst decisions I ever made in a job, that was.
Yeah.
We're after a shop steward, and I went, oh, if I must, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Now I know why everyone else in the canteen were definitely silent. It was like, yeah.
Yeah. Now you know why nobody else actually volunteered for it.
It was a license to be hated, mate.
Yeah, I was the union rep in our DVA office.
I did that, and I was health and safety when it was HMSO.
Oh, yeah.
And again, you were seen as an enemy because you would flag up stuff that was dangerous, you know, dangerous safe systems of work and all of that, a lot of risk assessments. And the bosses were all for it when they gave you the job because they thought that they would be allegedly able to make you pliable. It's like, no, at the end of the day, it's a legal document and I'm putting my name on it.
Yeah.
It's either going to be done right or you choose someone else.
Of course, if you ended up giving everybody a day off, they'd love you.
Yeah.
The rare occasion that happened.
So, yeah, it became a tug of war. Because I felt that my career path was deliberately hindered because of that. You can't prove it.
No.
But I think it was because you didn't toe the company line, did you?
Nope. You were the antagonist, really, a lot of times. Yeah,
even though you was there trying to make it safe for people and, dare I say it, avoid any litigation for things that were dangerous, you were still seen as a terrorist, is what the bosses used to call it back then. They had their terrorist watch list. And that was what we was classed as, union people, health and safety people, because you weren't towing the line. No. So, yeah.
I think it's a bit different nowadays with everybody being, with so much litigious people around and suing for things.
Absolutely. Limbs off. She's I've been lurking, I need to leave it, I've got to be up. Oh, she's been up since 4:10. Yeah, absolutely. Oh. So, yeah, you go to sleep, Lynn. Take care, darling. Lovely to see you.
Yep.
Stay safe and well. Yeah, it's been an eventful few weeks stateside as well, isn't it? For reasons we won't go into, but but hopefully things settle down because, yeah. I mean, we're all right. We've had our decision made over here. It's done. It's dusted, and it's all put in place. So yeah. Look at me. There you go. Loella says, I've just got a pair of shorts on and my fan going and I'm still sweltering. It's 19 degrees, 91% humidity here at the moment.
Oof.
That's minging, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I might be the same.
Yes, a little bit clampy around the edges, I think. It's not too bad here, actually, at the minute now. It's probably about the same temperature, but not as humid, I don't think.
I think our storm is looming, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. I like a nice looming storm.
That'd be better.
Or that'd be better, that'd be.
Oh, yeah, right. 4.
Steady.
Oh, nectar. All right, I've put the instructions down. I'll find them. Ah, there they are. They're under the box. Phone alert. So we've got all of them done.
Yeah, a couple of my American friends online were absolutely gobsmacked that, like, in this country, you have an election and the next day you've got your new prime minister. It's like, what, in a day? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, pretty much. I think that's how it should be. I don't understand this with the states, and Jeff, I think, is still in, so he might be able to help me out. Yeah. But like you say, you have your election in January, and the vote is done, and then the inauguration's 20th of January, am I right? You go 3 months with a president in office who's been voted out. Over here, it's 24 hours. I mean, at 4:15 in the morning, our Prime Minister was declared, and by midday, he's in office.
Yeah.
And I find that, dare I say it, probably a good way of doing it. But in the States, they have that transition, don't they, where you've got the office of the president-elect and all of that.
Yeah, you get your 3 months.
I just find that really strange because you could do anything, couldn't you?
Yeah. Check your chat, by the way, dude.
Jeff's put in a $10 super chat, bless him. He says, here are a few denarii to throw at the new resin printer jar. Cheers. Thank you very, very much, Jeff. It's all going in a big pot in an account for the 3D printer, mate. So it's all gratefully received, mate. So thank you for your generosity, mate.
Absolutely.
It all helps at the end of the day for the printer pot. Yeah, why not?
You're a printer pot.
I like the printer pot. So what have we got? Clear parts. We got a top hole. We got a turret.
You're a top hole.
Yeah, we got some flappages.
Ooh, steady.
Okay. Right. Okay. So I know what they all are. Weird way of doing it, but hey ho. Let's just check that they're telling me that all goes together. That's where I am at the moment. That's that. That's the rear flappages, okay. Ching. That's all of that. That's all of that. Okay, that's that. That's that plate. Okay, so what's the other clear bit for then? Where's that go? Ah, right, it's mud guards. That's what it is, right at the front. So the front panel's clear. Of course it will be, yeah, because it's so that you can see the gearbox. Of course, yeah. I'm right.
For anybody wondering, when I've discussed in the past about Colin playing video games and telling a story while he's playing it, this is what it's like. It's great.
Yeah, so I have to remind myself where I'm at because I will forget. So let's label that up now as clear.
Right, that's fine. That can go there. That can go on later.
Cool. That's what we want. We're doing that one. That's tracks. I'll do them off air because that's not going to be very much fun to see. So there's another clear part. all of that. Yeah, some of that. So that's the one I'm doing. Yeah. Drill all the holes, okie doke. That's some of that.
Drill your holes out.
That cleared it. No, it ain't. That's something else. Don't know what that lot is. All of that, yeah. Don't need that. Don't need that. Yeah, this is what he has to put up with, isn't it, Geese?
No, it's fun listening to you tell the story as you're playing a game. So it's like, this is what it's like, just for people that are wondering.
Yeah, it's just I find for me, if I dare I say, if I'm narrating to myself, I'm jogging my memory and stimulating my mind as to where things are. And then if I think I'm going to forget it, I'll just make a note in the instructions.
So for eventually when Colin starts to do gaming streams, this is what you can look forward to, this wonderful storytelling.
My first one's going to be Grim Fandango, because I promised Jeff I would do it. And I'm going to do it where hopefully I do each year as a live stream. So you get to see a whole year of Grim Fandango being played out. So,
cool.
Yeah, so, yeah, I will do it, because I played it 3 times in the last month because I wanted to get all the achievements popped on it.
Mm-hmm.
And
achievement tart, aren't you?
Oh, I had the fun part of having to replay it with tank controls, and that was, yeah.
Not the best.
No, it's got to be done, because you got to pop the achievement. I thought, go through all this hassle for 30 points, but it's 30 points, isn't it? You know what I mean?
That's how you know you're down the hole.
It would have been one achievement I hadn't got, and I wouldn't have been able to forgive myself. So it was like, yeah, I've got to get it. I'm going to get the ump. And, yeah.
You know you're down the Xbox hole when you start playing games you really have no interest in playing, just for the achievement points.
Oh, yeah.
Games you hate.
I've done that already, mate. No interest in the game whatsoever, and it's like I'm hating every minute of this game.
Which one was that one?
Genesis Noir.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
But don't get me wrong, it's a very arty-farty, Art Deco-y type game.
Yeah.
But the story on it is bish. Yeah, it was. I think it could have been easily done with just one level, but sometimes you come across the game and you think, yeah, they stretched that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of them. Don't get me wrong, it's got a nice puzzle element to it and things like that. But I was like, God, I'm dragging this out and making a meal of this. But it's, 1,200 points, wasn't it?
Yeah. Not going to turn the points down, are you? What do points make? More points.
So now I had a determination to complete it. It's like, yeah. Would I want to play it again? No, it's one of them.
No.
Yeah, that's
totally
right.
Suckered into the whole points thing now. Yeah,
I know, because yeah. It's one of them, isn't it? Why not?
Down the Xbox hole.
I don't play it every day, dear.
See, now, the joke is now that because we got Ted and I a set of Xbox headphones for the live streams, we now have to try and convince Ted to get an Xbox. We won't.
Oh, I think I can get him to get at least a Series S. Challenge accepted.
That would be a challenge.
So, once you get a controller, Ted, you might as well get the console. You know this.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't try and stall me, mate, and change the subject. Like,
try and wheedle your way out.
Yeah, mission is accepted, mate.
Your refusal is acceptance.
Bless him.
Can you imagine Ted trying to play a game?
Imagine an Xbox party with Ted.
Oh.
Yeah. Think of all them buttons you can press, Ted. See, that's my selling point.
Yeah.
There's loads of buttons, Ted. All buttons.
Oh, hello. Press.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, you never said that, Cole. Oh, yeah, buttons, Ted.
All buttons all the time. Natasha says, now eating my profiteroles with melted chocolate on top. Ooh, 40 rolls.
Oh, nice one. Happy days.
This is very fiddly.
H likes profiteroles, that's her thing, that is.
You can't say no to a nice profiterole.
Yeah. Yeah, she's partial to them.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's a bit of that.
I can't understand why somebody wouldn't be.
I can take them or leave them, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Too much chocolate for me is just, yeah.
It amuses me that the chocolate you get on profiteroles and chocolatey eclairs, you don't seem to get anywhere else ever.
No.
It's only ever, it's like, why can't we have that chocolate on another thing? It's such a nice chocolate. And yet.
Is it because it's so rich, do you think?
I think, yeah, and it's rich and I don't know, it's just something about it that just tastes.
Yeah, it's probably got all them bad numbers in it that we're not allowed.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I need to know what specifically this chocolate is because I need to find more foods that have it.
Yeah.
If I walk into a shop and they're selling chocolate eclairs, it's just a bad day on the moon, basically.
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
great day for the shop. It's a bad day for my heart.
Oh, yeah, it's one of them I normally would say to H, yeah, hide the packet, love, because I will, if I find them, I will snaffle all of them.
Yeah, take them away.
Just the one, love, just the one.
Just the one, Mrs. Wembley.
Because it's just one of them, and you know they're there, you're like, yeah, don't want them to go off. Yeah, don't want them to go off, you know what I mean?
Chocolate eclairs is serious business.
That's what I tell myself, and it's like, yeah.
It's the right thing to do.
Okay, so that goes there. That goes there. That goes on there. Okay, I'll do that.
What the hell?
Don't forget, folks, we'll be back Sunday for a bit of the old Sunday brunchy-kins. Sunday at the bench, whatever you want to call it. We've not been doing much bench stuff lately because, yeah. But if you've got anything you want to be seen in the gallery, get it posted.
Yep.
And we'll show it on the Sunday show because it's all about you folks at the end of the day. It's your show. It's just nice to see what everyone... Yeah, all right, I know you're there, flyy thing. F off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just nice to see everyone's work because, by Christ, there's some talented people out there.
Yeah, it's nice to give everybody a chance to show off their skills.
It is, mate. It's just nice. Will you naff off out of it? Huh?
Flying buggers.
It's got all that space to fly around. It's a big planet out there. Go fly around on that. Keep buzzing in front of my chops. What's up with you? That told him, didn't it?
It certainly did. Do you think he was told? I think he was told.
Yeah, we bat in a minute, right in front of me face again. You know it. It's going to happen, mate. It's probably attracted to that big shiny canister of mine. That's what it is. 28, 46 and 74.
House.
That's what he did there. Bit of that. Bit of that. And a bit of that.
Instructions would have you drop the driver of this thing in behind the steering wheel once it's all in place, but you can't.
Oh, right.
Because there's not enough space to get his leg under the big steering wheel. So I'm going to have to paint him while he's in the cockpit, which is a bit of a pain.
Do you know, I can't remember how I done mine now. I'm sure I had that as a sub-assembly, if I remember. I'd have to look back to an old Frolic.
Yeah. Well, I was going to
slip I painted it on.
I was going to slide him in once I'd like painted the cockpit and stuff, but you can't with the chair in place because his leg gets caught on the chair. So I'll just have to build him like this and paint him in place before I put the side on. I can do that. It's not a problem. I can paint him without putting the side on. It's fine. It's not a problem.
Yeah, it's not going to be one of them Hulk stomper moments of gluing your arms on, is it, mate?
Yeah, probably will be. You know how it's going to go. Because I can stick him on there like that and just not put the side on so I can still get to him. I think.
You think?
Well, I'll have to.
Yeah, sometimes the Warhammer, it's like great design, but you sit there and you think, has the person who designed it ever built a model?
Yeah, have you ever tried building this thing? You've just told us how to build.
You know,
that's not what my brain's telling me I can do.
I do sometimes question it. It's like, yeah.
I think I'll have to glue that on later. Bit of squeezing and super glue, I think. Which is fine.
Persuasionary techniques.
Yes, not a problem.
As we like to call it.
So I've basically built him like that. So I'll paint that, get that paint, I'll glue the chair in, get him painted up, glue the chair in place behind him once it's painted. And then I can glue the side on, or like that, and then glue it in place on here. Glue the side on later.
Yeah.
Just so I can get maximum accessibility.
Cool, that's the seat.
I can get to most of him there, so it's not a big problem.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be fine. Go to half past at the latest, mate, yeah.
Yep.
Don't mind.
Oh, yes, Jeff got a reference that I made. The first time enemies, he says, bad day on the moon, and an offhand Sam and Max reference is always welcome. Yes, you're the first person that's ever got that reference. Jeff, thank you.
His day is complete now.
Well, I occasionally little Sam and Max references and nobody ever gets them.
No, we're not as intelligent as you, Fox. That's what it is, mate.
I don't know. A lot of people don't know what Sam and Max is.
Exactly.
So there you go. Not because they're silly, just because they don't know.
Exactly.
Niche comics.
Exactly.
Apparently Marks and Sparks do the best chocolate eclairs. Ozzy Osbourne once went in and bought 24 eclairs and had eaten them all within an hour. Says,
good man.
Yeah, that's what I'd do. That sounds to me like the correct way to eat them.
Yeah, that is legend status deserved there, isn't it?
Yeah, in an hour would be the correct way to eat them.
Yeah, good old Ozzy. Never lets us down.
No. I'm actually dreading taking off these headphones, you know.
Why?
I think they might be a bit swampy.
Oh, man, moist.
Yeah, I think there might have been a bit of ear sweats going on.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. How do you clean earphones? I don't know. Alcohol wipes.
Oh, yeah, it's normally the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I remember rightly, I think the cushions on them are detachable, so you can clean them.
That's all right. That'd be good if I can do that.
Sure they are. Mine aren't. Yeah, mine aren't a hand, so I can't check. But
where's that string thing that goes there?
Put that in the right way, Graham. Can't
you see?
Like so.
Can't really go wrong with that.
That's
So I'll put that in.
That's that. The feet will then go on.
Marcy's in. Hey, Marcy.
Hello, Muse. How you doing, darling? Lovely to see you in. Hope you're keeping well.
So that's that bit done.
My work is complete. I've hugged Marcy.
Yeah. There you are. Your requirements have been met.
Absolutely. Pays to be scared.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Live like a meerkat, constantly be terrified.
Yeah.
Never does any harm.
Absolutely, mate. You know
Too
me,
bad,
mate.
she says.
I live constantly in fear. It's called the H factor.
Yeah. Hibs.
Absolutely. But apparently, I am still in them good books, though.
This is making me very nervous. It's been months
I
and
know.
months. I don't understand. I'm failing to understand now.
Yeah, well, I feel I'm constantly in a state of nervousness, mate.
Yeah.
Because I know it's going to end, and it's going to end badly for me, but...
It's like, it's a weird conversation to have, like, how are you doing, Festa? I'm very scared. Why are you scared? Because I'm not in the bad books. Wait, what?
I
In the
did
good books?
inquire. I'd say to her, how am I in the good books still? She said, don't spoil it. Just
Yeah,
be
step
grateful
away.
that you're there. You know,
Step away.
no need to inquire. Just, you know,
Accept.
yeah, just, you know, take it as read. I'm like, yeah, but. If you try to think about it, you'll spoil it.
Yeah.
I was like, but I know it's going to end badly. She said, well, it's in your interest to make sure it doesn't then, isn't it? And I'm like, damn it.
But you don't know how to avoid it ending badly if you don't know how it went well in the first place.
Exactly. So
You need to know what you did right so you can keep doing it.
I did think I'd get some guidance, but
No.
alas to say, I didn't.
Microsoft Clippy she ain't.
Yeah. So,
Right, there we go. Anything else? Do. I don't get much done on these streams, but I like that because it means I'm just having fun and I'm relaxed and chill,
exactly.
hanging out with my friends. So that's what I've done tonight. I've started to build the little driver's compartment.
Oh, I'm impressed. See, I'll take my hat off to you there. Proud of you, soldier.
So I'll slot the chair in, like I said, I'll slot the chair in behind him when it's painted, bit of CA glue in the contacts, put the side on, then I can lock him into place there.
Yeah.
Because he goes there. Because I can glue in place now, but then I'm going to have trouble getting to some of him. Because if I can move that around, I can get the brush into these like
Get the brush in all the crooks and nannies, can't you?
Yeah, I'll get all the little bits done. Do you know what I found myself doing the other day? I found
What's
myself
that?
watching episodes of Wait Till Your Father Gets Home.
My God, that's a blast from the past.
I know. I can't remember. I was reading or watching something and it got referenced or mentioned, and I was like, "Oh, I've got to go and remind myself."
Yeah.
And it's like it's still good. It's actually good.
Some of them shows, like you say, just don't ever weary, do they? You know what I mean? They last.
Yeah.
Other shows you watch don't age well, do they? But
Well, there was a kind of rip-off one by Fritz Freleng called The Barclays, and they were all like dogs. There was like the same thing, a family, but they were all anthropomorphic dogs, and that was just terrible. It was like, this isn't even interesting or remotely funny. But Wait Till Your Father Gets Home, it was still good, man. Like with the crazy neighbour next door.
Yeah.
Thinks everybody's commies. It was great.
probably because most of them were back then.
Oh, yeah. The theme tune, I mean, come on now. The theme tune was just gold. It's in my head now. It will remain in my head.
Earworm, is it?
Oh, yeah. The moment you hear it, you'll be like, yes, I remember it now. Yes.
Yeah, but like you say, some of them old TV shows just, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like a documentary little interview I was watching where it was talking about how it was groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Because it was like a family drama, but as a cartoon, because it wasn't intended for kids at all. And they were saying basically at that time, no such thing existed. This was 20 years before The Simpsons.
Yeah.
which wasn't really for adults anyway. It was kind of for kids, older kids. But it said this was kind of aimed at the older audience. It wasn't aimed at kids at all.
Well, Simpsons started on the Tracy Ullman show, didn't it?
Yeah. So it was quite a revolutionary cartoon series. And I remember, like, when I was a little kid, I used to draw all the time, like drawing cars, like a view from inside a car. I was completely influenced by, like, the scenes in Wait Till Your Father Gets Home, where they're in the car talking. I was like, oh, man.
Oh, it wasn't the Disney one then, with the windscreens with the eyes, no?
Oh, I'm being called upon.
Yeah, I knew
Perfect
that was
timing.
going to happen. Now, I'll just wrap up, mate, because we're coming off air anyway.
I'll say good evening to everybody.
All right, so I'll catch you all later. My name is Fox, love to mum. So I'll wrap up the show. That is us for the night, folks. It's 2:30, so yeah, we'll call it a day. I'll be back on Sunday with Dave doing the Sunday at the Bench. Until then, stay safe and well, folks. Thanks for the support in the chat. Really does help me out. It's all going towards me 3D printer fund. So until Sunday, stay safe and well, everyone. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now. Bye.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down,